going to show you how to utilize your PFR reports to create a optimized PPC campaign. For this example, we are going to use the vintage incandescent Edison light bulbs. I've already extracted all of the light bulbs that aren't exactly our product, which is any LED or any oddly shaped or different size light bulbs. I've only kept the ones that are closely related to our product. The ones that are almost exactly like our product, so that we don't get any odd keywords that shouldn't belong in our PFR report. Notice we are only able to get 201 selected items. Normally we want around 400 to 500 items, but we filtered out 973 selected items. The maximum amount is about 1,000 ASINs to select from. So once you reach that, you're kind of capped. If you haven't checked out our other video on how to create a PFR report, you may want to watch that video before continuing to this step. Let's take a look at the PFR report. When you download the report, it'll show you your keywords, your PFR ranking, your high, low, and recommended bids, and your bid type. Depending on your strategy, you may want to take a look at your keywords before moving forward. If you look at, for example, this first one, Edison bulb, the recommended bid is not as expensive as some of the other keywords, and the monthly sold and the daily sold are fairly high. You may want to take a look at the rest of your keywords to see which ones are actually low-hanging fruit by looking at your competition, your PFR number, and whether or not the recommendation is inexpensive to bid on. So let's sort these by the exact type so we can start putting them into our campaigns. Depending on how aggressive or conservative you want to target these keywords, you may want to plan out your strategy. You could shotgun approach it, where you target as many keywords as possible. I would recommend targeting a low bid so that you're not exceeding your budget too quickly. One strategy could also be targeting specific keywords. If you want to rank for, say, Edison bulb, you may just want to target that one keyword and go really aggressive on it so that we can get the BSR or get more organic ranking for that keyword. But for our example, we're just going to target the first, we'll say 15 keywords, and see how that does. For exact, it's pretty straightforward. Just copy the keywords, go to your campaigns. We've already pre-made this campaign, titled it Edison Light Bulb PFR1. Type in your budget, select the manual targeting, choose your ad group name. This one we titled it the ASIN and exact. We chose both FBA and FBM. And we will paste this into the exact. You can choose the different bids, whether or not you want to target the low bid or keep the recommended bid or target a high bid. Normally we would target our recommended bids. This will give you more of a overall average of the bids that you're going to come across. So just for time's sake, I will just leave it as their Amazon recommended bid. And we will launch the campaign. So let's go back to our PFR report. And now we want to target our broad. So for broad, we would actually target both exact and broad, because there may be some keywords that may come out of your exact keywords that the Amazon algorithm will pick up on. So again, I would choose about 15 to 20 keywords and target that in a actually low recommended bid, just to understand and get a gauge on how your campaign is spending. Keep in mind, this is also depending on your strategy. If you want to go aggressive, you can bid higher, or you can go conservative and bid low. So let's add these keywords into our new campaigns. We'll go back to our advertising platform, create new ad group. And we normally title our ad group with the ASIN. And we'll label it broad. We'll copy these keywords, paste it in, and like I said, normally we would target the bid at a lower bidding at the low of our recommended. But again, this is all preference, whether or not you want to go more aggressive or more conservative. And we will launch this ad group. Let's take a look at your PFR again, and we will click on the first tab, which is your selected ASINs. From here, you can actually create either a sponsored display or a sponsored product ad targeting these ASINs. Hopefully this video will help you understand how to utilize all of the work that you've done in creating your PFR report.